The heat of the desert is where the Sun Devils thrive. Welcome to Tempe, Arizona, Mountain America Stadium, home to the Arizona State Sun Devils and the rich legacy formed by the likes of Frank Bush, Jake the Snake, and Pat Tillman. What a game we have in store for you today. A Big 12 showdown, and the implications could last for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the Houston Cougars taking on the Arizona State Sun Devils. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Houston about to kick off to get things underway. On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. So Arizona State's offense takes the field to start this game off. And guys, any discussion about this offense has to start and end with the guy behind center.
Yeah, I mean, the quarterback, he gets the ball on every play. He's got to be the leader. He's got to be able to throw the football. So many times you see Jesse where they can run it as well, but he's the captain usually on most teams. It starts and ends with him.
Yeah, and David, the thing you love about this guy, too, is he's such a good distributor and facilitator with the football. He knows this offense like the back of his hand, and he's able to take advantage of all the different weapons they have surrounding him.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The play action fake. Rushes on him. Going to try to get it himself. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Looking to throw, it's Levin. With the catch, it's McClain. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimal gain.
The Sun Devils can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Quickly to the tight end. There to stop him at the 43, but he gets 5 and moves the sticks.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, the tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
And the Sun Devils are moving quickly down the field. Looking downfield on first down. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Back to pass. Got a man. It's McClain. He'll work his way down to the 28.
Quarterbacks love throwing slants to big boys. When you got big targets, man, it's hard to miss them. Great job throwing to a guy that tall, putting it near his body, and he plucks it in for the catch.
The Sun Devils have it with a 1st and 10. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Turning it on. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
And
Those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
And the Sun Devils have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Looking for the end zone. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Sun Devils!
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. The Cougars offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. It's not often we focus on a matchup quite like this, but David, we have a couple of premier tight ends in this game.
And we've seen it recently, right? Ty Warren last year, Brock Bowers the year before. Like, you can build an offense around an elite tight end, and both of these schools do it. The speed, the playmaking ability, the versatility. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like this you could throw to.
You're right, David. I played with a lot of NFL guys at tight end, but none of them were as dynamic as these two right here. And you're going to see them get the ball in a variety of ways. We're seeing offense change in college football, and one of the biggest reasons is the versatility now at the tight end position, and these are two of the best in the entire country.
Under fire. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Sometimes you beat your guy and you get sacked so clean, and sometimes, like on this play, the DBs do a great job covering, make the QB hold the football, and then the rush gets home.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Back to throw, it's Wegman. Finds his man. Really nice gain. Gets it out across the 20. It'll be a first down at the 22.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big third down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Didn't make it any easier on themselves on first down. Now second and long from the 21. Bringing the heat. Fires to the big fella. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
He'll pull it on the read. Crosses to 40. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the first down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
The Cougars are rolling down the field. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And the Cougars can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. To throw, it's Wegman. Get it out on the screen. The defense will converge, and out of bounds he goes at the 40.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Houston getting set, looking at 1st and 10. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. 1st and goal now for Houston as they try to get it in. Slams it ahead. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And on that situation, the 1-yard line, the defense brings so many guys. Palmer gets in the backfield, creates the negative play.
Yeah, I think we're seeing the overall athleticism of this defense. They've got guys flying to the ball.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Looking to fire. Got it behind the line. It's Connors. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars! Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. But the offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
Extra point here will tie the game. And they tacked on the extra point. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Quick pass on the fly motion. And a good solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And that play is essentially like a jet sweep, right? This offense is going to run the football conventionally. They'll do it between the tackles. They'll do it outside. But there's a lot of different creative ways they can get their playmakers the football in the running game. And I think that was an example of what you saw right there.
Looking to throw, it's Levin. Here's the pressure. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
6 yards on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. The quick out. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
Pulls it in. It's Moss. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Brings up second down.
Here comes the offense on second down. Off the play fake. Fires to the middle. Lost, the defense is wide open. Boy, are they loving that huge play. He's got it down to the 9.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Wide receiver's going to get a shot at it on first and goal. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And it's almost as if the defense knew that jet sweep was coming. Great job getting penetration at the point of attack, and they were in the backfield, nowhere for the receiver to go.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Dropping back, it's Levin. Makes the grab. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
Nice job by the defense forcing the third and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
They've pushed it forward down to the 5, but now looking at third and goal. Looking to throw. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Arizona State!
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open and I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now and I'm using my athleticism and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Makes the grab. It's Young. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
That last completion sets him up on second down. To the air, it's Wegman. Under fire. Catch in the middle, it's Broussard. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
If you're going to attack and have success against man coverage, then you've got to have great timing between the quarterback and the wide receiver. Really nice rapport. You could tell these two have been spending a lot of time this offseason throwing to one another.
Motion from the wideout. They'll run it from the gun. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
It's been a tale of 2 drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow, allowed a touchdown on the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. They did give up 1 first down, but really nice job there on that 3rd down pass defense, forcing the incompletion, now trying to set up a punt.
They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Arizona State has the ball back and the offense making its way onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
The Sun Devils in a good spot here with 2nd and short. He'll do it himself. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the 1st down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
Looking downfield, it's Levitt. Zings it complete to the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Gets it out quickly. Open space at the 25. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. And the Sun Devils trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
And you try to catch him off balance, maybe on 1st down and goal right here, a situation where maybe you sneak in a pass, defense was ready, got the sack. Now you got to be a little bit more creative now that you got the negative play. The offense, I know you've worked this all week. You got to get ready to execute in the red zone.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Sun Devils! Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. The Cougars with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The give to the back. Plows through the defense.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. To the air, it's Wegman. Oh, they're after him. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Good timing on the quick out. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the middle. He's got it. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. With the catch, it's Thomas. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
The Cougars didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to throw. It's Wegman. Touchdown, Houston. Fitted in the window for the score.
And that is a perfect job by the offense, executing that 2-minute situation. The quarterback was really in charge and focused. Made sure that all the right decisions were being made with respect to execution and the clock. This is something you practice all season long, and they execute the 2-minute perfectly here at the end of the half.
He'll try to tack on one more. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So a drive there of 85 yards, and they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, who's got a better seat there today in Tempe than you do? And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Mountain America Stadium.
The Sun Devils will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The Houston offense comes onto the field. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
That's caught. It's Broussard. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
And the Cougars come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Dropping back, it's Wegman. Quickly complete. He gets it up across the 20 to the 22 before he's pushed out of bounds.
He runs out of bounds.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Leaves it with the back. He's in open space downfield. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
And that would be the definition of first down success, putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
The give to the tailback. Breaks into the open. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
Throws to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Thomas. What a nice connection. Knocked down immediately, and they've got it at the 25. They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit him with a big run. Now they hit him with a big pass.
Man, it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I want to put more people in the box to stop the run? When you've got this kind of balance on offense, the defense can't be right.
And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Cougars now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking for a man. It's Wegman. Here's the heat. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Well, quarterback went down behind center pretty quick that time, and it makes you wonder as a play caller, against this pass rush, do you start thinking about maybe rolling your quarterback out and changing the launch point?
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Got his man on the right. He won't get there. It'll bring up fourth down.
Man, you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
right down the boulevard. It's good. That'll bring him to within 4.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. He'll start the return inside his 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Give to Brown. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Here comes the heat. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Scanning the field, it's Levitt. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Gets the job done on 3rd down as he gets it to the 25 before he's brought down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the 1st.
And the Sun Devils have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Throws for the tight end. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
On the direct snap, it's Brown. Finding open areas. Oh, he's got some space. They finally make the stop, and the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play.
How about the play by the speed back? You think about speed, you think about breaking ankles. He broke the tackle because he's so fast, moving so fast, hard to get the guy on the ground.
The Sun Devils have this offense rolling. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's McClain. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Off play action. Going over the top. He's got it inside the 30. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Man, I love this offensive approach, man. All gas, no brakes. You got the lead, so what? Continue to do what you do. Find those one-on-one situations and continue to stay aggressive.
And the Sun Devils started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. They'll move the tight end. They'll give it to the back. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the 2nd half. You want to run the football, and you've got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Why not trying to get it in? Almost in, but they'll say he didn't make it inches away from the touchdown.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Boy, if that 1st down play was any indication, they might walk this thing in on 2nd and goal. Touchdown, Arizona State! And they take it in for 6 more points. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, we have a 28-17 ball game. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Runs through a tackle. He's not quite going to make it to the sticks. Left inches short. 4th down coming, and man, did he empty the bag. Spin, shoot, jump, jive, you name it. He tried everything. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. Houston will be forced to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
They've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
They want to run it left here. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Got room to work. It'll be 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Levin. Fires to the right. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
The Sun Devils will line up to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. Off play action on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. He'll get it across the 30-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 32 as this offense is trying to do some work.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You can put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Finds his man. It's Broussard. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
Man, listen, you get zone coverage and you can hit that curl route and he comes open continually. Keep hitting it. This might be a play to come back to.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. They'll run play action. Caught in the backfield. It's McGarry. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it.
You know, I think that's a play the quarterback would like to have back. I'm not sure that's exactly who the ball was intended for. He had another open target on the other side of the field that he just missed.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. To the air, it's Wegman. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Makes the grab right down the middle. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
The only way they were getting back in this game is if they did that. Great job. Huge explosive play by this offense. We need multiple scores. Got to keep the hammer down, but great job making the explosive.
Houston is moving it quickly down the field. To the air on first down. Catch in the middle. It's McGarry. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock, that is at a premium for this offense.
1st and goal, and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cougars.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
Now they'll try to get the 2 and make it a 3-point game late. He's looking to pass. Short throw to the sideline, picks up just a little. He'll be out of bounds at the 1. Just one more step for a touchdown, and we'll see if the offense can finish the deal. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's Moss. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
Looking to throw, it's Levin. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle, it's Moss. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
4th down.
And the Sun Devils will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Grabbed in the backfield. It's McGarry. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? On the run, it's Connors. Past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. He'll keep it himself. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Gets it to him on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Screen pass just not working there, and you figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Houston getting set, looking at 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Grabbed over the middle, it's Young. He's brought down quickly, minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
And that is perfect job by this defense. Like, you can give up those little small gains all the way down the field. The clock is your friend. You don't want to give up big plays, don't want to give up those first downs, and just make that clock run.
Looking downfield, it's Wegman. Finds his man, it's Young. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And I think that call will leave people scratching their head. You know, you're down a possession. You got to go make something happen. The clock is ticking. Like, we got to take some shots down the field, or we got to get our butts out of bounds after we make those catches.
3rd and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Thomas. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game.
Touchdown, Houston! Hello! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
Man, what a great job by this offense executing down the field, using all of the clock, being smart, getting the big score late, and I think that one should do it.
Leading by 1, they'll go ahead and go for 2 and try to make it a field goal game. They want to throw it. Can't find his man in the end zone. The 2-point attempt is no good, and they'll try to hang on to this lead in the final seconds. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Set to kickoff.
What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Back to throw, it's Levin. Just a short pass to the tight end. He steps out of bounds, couple of yards short of the 20. They'll mark it at the 18 after that pickup. He's trying to get them set quickly. They have to get the ball into field goal range. They'll go to work in the air on second down. He's taking the deep shot. Makes the grab, gets the foot down, just precision execution on that big play.